Hi, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of 5 Questions. Today I'm standing here with Justin Stoney. And Justin, why don't you tell everybody how you're involved in the music and entertainment industry?
Well, I'm the president and founder of New York Vocal Coaching, and welcome to our Midtown studios.
And you don't just do voice lessons, you also do voiceover work and speech work too, correct?
Yeah, we work with vocalists in the recording industry and also Broadway, and also we have a speech staff that works with public speaking, accent reduction, and voice enhancement.
And today, you agreed to sit down and answer 5 questions.
I agreed.
All right, so just so you know how this works, when I found out I was sitting down with you, I reached out to my students. And so all of today's questions come from them.
Great.
Are you ready to answer 5 questions?
I'm so ready.
All right, let's go. Question number 1. How did you become a voice teacher?
Well, I had a very unusual path to becoming a voice teacher. Actually, I said voice teaching is something that I would never do, and had a kind of miraculous set of circumstances lead me to becoming a voice teacher. I moved to New York to be a singer, and actually 2 weeks into auditioning and living as a professional in New York, I was at an audition and I was waiting in the holding room, and a gentleman walks in and he says, "Does anybody here play the piano?" And it's all these actors, and so I raise my hand kind of sheepishly, and he says, "You, come out in the hall, I have a question for you." He says, "Well, how well do you play?" I said, "I play pretty well." He says, "Do you think you could play auditions?" I said, "Yeah, I probably could." He gets on his cell phone and he says, "Yeah, I got some kid here. Yeah, I think we'll take the kid." Next thing I know, I'm playing a Broadway audition. I'm, again, 2 weeks into New York City, playing a Broadway audition for major Broadway stars are walking through the door. Never been more nervous in my entire life. And I say to this casting director, who's actually quite a major casting director, I said at the end of the thing, "Don't pay me." I said, "Take 2 headshots and call me when I'm right for something." And he did actually pay me, and he took the headshots, but he told me that he saw something in me that I would make a great vocal coach in New York. It was he could just get this instinct with the way I worked with the singers. And I had never wanted to be a vocal coach, but on his recommendation I decided, well, maybe I should give this a try. And that's when I really discovered my true passion and calling and love in life, which is to give the voice to other people.
Question number 2. Of your clients who have successful professional careers, what qualities or attitudes do you believe they have in common?
Well, our top professionals, whether they be in the recording industry or Broadway, I think the 3 qualities that I notice the most would be humility, hard work, and generosity. Somebody who's a truly elite singer or an elite professional is not trying to impress. They don't have something to prove. So there's a humility and a joy about the work. They're not trying to show us that they're the best. They simply exist joyfully in the work. Then a hard work ethic. Top singers know that the voice does not come easily. It's very, very difficult. We try to make it crystal clear and simple for people to make improvements on their voice at New York Vocal Coaching, but any top singer knows that it takes years of work. It's a lifetime journey, really, and it's not something that comes quickly or easily. The top pros have accepted that, and they are working hard always to improve. And there's also a sense of generosity from colleague to colleague, from student to teacher, from them with the relationship with their agent or manager. There's a generous spirit that they have and a generosity with the work. They want to inspire their audience. They want to give their voice and their talents away rather than what can I get.
Question number 3. For students of vocal performance, other than musicals, what careers are available?
Well, certainly there's several options for singers outside of the musical theater. The recording industry itself has a vast amount of opportunities, whether somebody gets involved with a band, becomes a singer-songwriter, or has a solo act. A lot of times people become background singers for another act. Then the commercial world has quite a lot of opportunities, whether that's doing the voices for different jingles and commercials. There's also what's called a studio singer, which is somebody who's such a good singer that they can be present in the recording studio to record vocals for another act. That's another opportunity. Here at New York Vocal Coaching, we have a sister company, which is New York Speech Coaching, and we do work with people on voiceovers and on their speaking voice. The voiceover industry is a huge, huge industry, and basically anytime you hear a commercial and you don't see who's talking, that's somebody doing a voiceover. That's just a huge market, another avenue for people to use their voices professionally.
Question number 4. Can voice lessons help someone whose ultimate goal is a profession other than singing?
Absolutely. I have actually found that my favorite part about teaching voice is seeing the way that singing is transformative for people. Really, one can't pursue singing or voice lessons and not make a sort of inner transformation. And that, to me, is one of the most beautiful parts, is that singing and one's spirit are kind of inseparable. So when you study your voice, even if it's not to become a professional singer, you are making an inner growth, an inner transformation, and I see that manifest in so many awesome ways in people's lives.
Question number 5. For students who can't afford voice lessons, what resources are available to study on their own?
Well, it's no secret that voice lessons are actually very expensive, and the reason why that's true is it's hard actually to find a voice teacher that really knows their stuff that you connect with. And so since that's true, we actually offer a sliding scale at New York Vocal Coaching, because our mission is to help as many singers worldwide as we possibly can. So one thing that we do is that sliding scale, which allows people to pay between the sliding scale what amount is best for their financial situation. Another thing that we offer is scholarships for those who truly have a severe financial need. We offer scholarships to help out. For those, whether they're in the US or around the world, who can't afford lessons at all, we have some free resources available. One is a show that I do, which is called Voice Lessons to the World, which offers free vocal tips and exercises. It can be found on YouTube as well as on an app that we have for iPhone and iPad. It's a free app that has those videos, articles, tips, resources. We also have a site called Vocal Articles, which has free vocal articles for people to read. So a lot of great free resources. And whether somebody can't afford voice lessons at all, or they can afford the most high-end voice lessons available, I just know that when singers devote their soul to working on their craft and to the resources that they can afford, great things always do happen.
So Justin, you survived 5 questions. How did it feel?
I felt great. I'm honored to be here, so thank you so much.
So we are going to attach your website to our video.
Okay.
What is your website if anyone has any questions?
It's www.newyorkvocalcoaching.com, just like you see right there, New York Vocal Coaching. So if you have questions, definitely reach out to us.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on another episode of 5 Questions.